unless it is your turn to speak or being asked to. Please do not record or capture any screen, audio, or video using any third-party software. Please do not send over, download any file in the chat. We encourage participants to turn on video to enjoy a full experience of Toastmasters meeting. Hosts will record the meeting and the recording will be shared internally among club members for the improvement of the club members. Hosts will dismiss participants who violate the rules. So photos and videos will be taken for improvement and promotional purposes. If you do not wish for your photo or video to be taken, please let me know in advance. So I would like to pass the floor to our Mr. President Hasno.
Thank you, Mian. Welcome, everyone. I feel honored and privileged to be here with you today and wish to thank you, Mian, for opening our meeting with Tema, Appreciate, Don't Depreciate. Thank you for joining us for today's Elite Toastmaster meeting number 144. My name is Hasnon. I'm Elite Toastmasters Club President for this term. Thank you for taking time out and being here today. Elite Toastmasters Club was chartered on March 2014 with a club mission building articulate and vibrant leaders. The club providing a safe and supporting environment, a place where members to practice and learning on communications and leadership skills. In return, members gain confidence in communications and building their leadership skills. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, referring to our today meeting theme, appreciate, don't depreciate. The word depreciate is generally used in relation to a house or a car and not something we like to hear. It's all about a reduction in RM value. Depreciate also can be means to belittle or lessen the value. In contrast, the word appreciate means to raise in value, like you appreciate someone's admire and you hold in high regard to be grateful and thankful. Let's do a reflection. How much do you spend thinking about the improvement you'd like to make to the people surrounding in your life? How often do you just stop and tell how much you appreciate them? Like myself, I am glad to say that each day I am learning to show greater appreciation to a wonderful woman in my life. When I catch myself winging, I stop and remind myself of all the good things about her. I think about all the amazing ways she cares for me and for our children. All the things she does for us and for the time she spent with us. In summary, as I am learning to focus primarily on encouragement and support, I believe life has improved 100-fold. In our effort to add value to our life, as we creating a culture of depreciation, or are we increasing our appreciation to people surrounding in your life? Now, let's move the spotlight to all our guests today. To guests, tell us your name and how did you find Elite Toastmasters, or what bring you to our club today and what we could help you. Can we have our first guest, Ari, to start introducing yourself?
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
So my name is Ari.
Hi, Ari.
Just give me a second. So by profession, I'm an engineer. Right. So I have a friend over here. So Hema, I've been talking about this Elite Masters. Toastmasters. Right. So I do have a fear of whenever in front of a public. Right. So I think this could be a good venue for me to improve even my English, or even a fear of speaking in front of a big public, a big group, because from time to time at work, I do have presentations, and since I also have so many technicians and subordinates are reporting to me, so this could be a good platform for me to improve further, I guess. So, and I think I would like to say a big thank you to Hema first, and then second would be Suwon for assisting me on that, and all of you here. So I hope I could learn, and you guys can be a good guidance for me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ari.
Yeah.
Thank you. You will know our Toastmaster journey when we have started our Toastmaster meetings. Okay, let's move to our second guest, Ching Roy, from our past immediate president. She's from Australia.
Thanks, Hasnal, for the introduction. So, my name is Cheng Rui, or everyone calls me Cheng. I am the not the immediate past president, but I'm one of the many, many past presidents that Elite Club has had before. Yes. So what brought me back here is really to be part of it, and it's really thanks to Yi for extending the invite. And I just thought just coming in to really come in to see what's happening with everyone, and to really to catch up and to just be in the meeting, just to feel the overall vibe that's been shared in the meetings and all. I really miss this journey. I have really grown and appreciated my journey with Toastmasters when I was back in Malaysia. And I just want to, come in, relieve those, and see what has changed, what has improved, and to really just take stock with what's happening as well. So looking forward to what's going to happen tonight. Back to you.
Thank you, Chandroy. So we have improved a lot where we have a hashtag elite, we expect more. Okay, so let's move on to our next guest, Ching Wei, also is our past immediate ESCO. Ching Wei.
Hi guys. Hi, if you don't know me, my name is Win. I'm an ex-member of Elite Toastmasters. First of all, congrats Hasno for taking up the president's post. Really happy to see you here.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm so glad to see all the familiar faces here. I would like to keep it short. My profession is I'm an investment analyst, currently working in Etica. So yeah, over to you guys. So I'm looking forward to hear more of the speeches and seeing all the fun here.
Thank you, Ching Wei. Glad you have been here in our meeting. Thanks. So let's move on to our next guest, Fatima. Fatima, are you?
Sure. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Wait, let me start my video. Okay. Whoops. Okay, so my name is Fatima. I moved to Malaysia last year, and I just completed my MBA from University of Nottingham. So these days I'm on the job hunt, and I believe that this is one skill that I really need to work on, and that this is a perfect opportunity for me, or the perfect platform for me to brush up on this skill. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Fatima. You are in the right place where you can learn and understand better how Toastmasters can contribute back to the members in building confidence in communications. And let's move on to our next guest is Wendy from Singapore.
Hi everyone. Thank you, Hasno, for the introduction. It's really glad to see everyone again. And what brought me here, because I think for me, Thursday is always like every alternate Thursday is with Elite family, and definitely is to get a breather and the sea of oxygen. Glad to see everyone again, and I'm sure it will be an enjoyable night. Back to you, Hasno.
Thank you. Thank you, Wendy. So let's move to our next guest, Hannah from Dubai. Hannah?
Hello?
Hello, yes.
Can you guys hear? Yes, all right. Hi, everyone. I'm some of you guys, I think I see a lot of unfamiliar faces. I was at Elite Toastmasters when I was back in Malaysia, but currently now I'm in Qatar. And yes, why am I here? Because why not? Well, I mean, I'll look forward to see the meeting because it's been a while, and yeah, I'll definitely look forward for everything.
Thank you, Hannah, for joining our meeting. So let's move to our last guest, is Tan Kim Leong.
Hi everyone, I'm Kim Leong. I'm 19 this year, still a student studying in Harvard University. I am here to improve my public speaking skills because I'm more of afraid when I'm speaking to the public. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Kim Leong. So don't worry about that. This is where the platform is all about. To guests, you may wondering, as a guest, how Elite Toastmasters is relevant in building members' growth. You may see all our members from table topic and prepared speech. So now let's buckle up our seat and move to our next agenda. So I would like to call our Toastmaster ceremony, Taylor Yap, to give a toast ceremony. Taylor Yap.
Hi, is that everyone can hear me?
Yes.
Hi guys, good meeting you guys. Have been 2 weeks. I didn't see you guys and I feel like it's a super long time. So hi everyone. So do you guys still remember the very first time when you joined Toastmaster and the very first time when you stepped in the stage? So for me, looking back to the time when I was new in Toastmaster, I was a blank canvas, which like very much different from the person I am today. I was shy and uncomfortable speaking in front of audience. But after I joined Toastmaster, Elite Toastmaster, moving forward in a blink of eyes, and in present day in Kuala Lumpur, I'm grateful that to everyone in Toastmaster have been contributed to me in shaping who I am today. So here I am speaking confidently to my fellow Toastmaster members. Thank you for helping me to improve myself. I really appreciate that. It's also made me think about appreciation, save and keep importance of relationship in our normal life. It's very easy to get overwhelmed with life that if we fail to practice gratitude. Because of this, sometimes we feel tired and incomplete. But in fact, there's a lot of things we should thankful for each day. So there will be a little challenge to you guys. So I would like to challenge you to take up some exercise that I practice for appreciation today. This fit with our team as well, which is appreciation but don't depreciate. The very first thing we can do will be keep a gratitude journal every day, and you writing down what you are grateful for, and thank someone with their good deed that have done for you. The third one will be highlight the best moment, just like meeting for today will be the best moment of my day. The fourth one will be value the most important thing in life and spend more time with them, especially your family and elite family. And remember the past challenge, then you should thankful and grateful for that as well. So be in the now, and you be aware that there's a lot of wonderful things and people that you have it right now. So last but not least, I hope that tell someone that you are thankful for their what they did and for their presence in your life. This is a self-love gesture that can change our relationship, and start it by today. And toast to that, everyone. And life is about 10% what happened to you and 90% of how you react to it. And everyone, please drink. And I'll bring it back to Toastmaster Hasnan.
Thank you, Taylor. Thank you for the kick off our meeting to the next level, where life is 10% what happened to you and 90% how you react to it. Superb. All right, now let's move to our next session, where our journey will be handled and moderated by our energetic bunny in Elite Toastmaster Club. I would like to call our Toastmaster of the evening, Toastmaster Yi, to take the control and bring us to the next journey of our meeting. Yi, time to you.
Thank you so much to our President, Hasno. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to fellow Toastmaster, my elite family and guests. My name is Yi, and it's my great honor to serve as your Toastmaster of the evening, as known as the MC. Wow, for how many months I didn't get to say I'm your MC for the night, ladies and gentlemen. So welcome to Elite Toastmaster meeting number 144 with the meeting theme of appreciate, don't depreciate. Now, I want to actually talk a little bit about this theme. And why do we have this theme is that some of you might know that we were supposed to have a recognition dinner on the past Saturday for District 51 to celebrate all the success of our leader, of all the club. But unfortunately, because of the pandemic, we have to postpone the dinner. So I got a text from Diane, and she was asking me, why don't we just celebrate, redeem our club? We can still have the celebration no matter what. And I thought that it's really a good idea. And that is why today we have some surprise. We have some surprise from Australia. We have some surprise from Qatar. And we also have surprise from Chimin. So there will be more and more surprise just to really show appreciations and to show acknowledgement to all our lovely mentors and our seniors who have been guiding us throughout the years. Now I want to ask you guys just a simple question. Do you usually say thank you to the uncle or auntie who serve you food? If you do, please raise your hand or give me some reaction. Do you say thank you to them? And yes, I see some response. And do you, if you happen to see someone is washing the public toilet and you just come out from the toilet, do you sometimes also say thank you to the person, to the cleaner? I see someone is showing yes. But I just want to ask you a question. You have been always showing your appreciation. You are always very generous in saying thank you to person, to stranger. But have you really take time to say thank you or give a hug or show appreciations to your loved ones? to your parents, to your family members, to your partners, or even your friends, your teammate, your colleague, or what about the elite family members? So that is the question that I want to ask you. We always be very kind to person that we are not very close or even stranger. We always shows the bad side, the bad temple of us to the nearest one. So for me, appreciation should be from everyone, especially for those who always shower you with love and care. So this is just my personal sharing about the meeting theme. Now, for the benefit of the guests, allow me to just quickly go through the history of Toastmaster International. So Toastmaster International was started off as a series of speaking club founded by this gentleman called uh, Dr. Rapsis Medley. So as the director, as the vice president of education in YMCA, he saw the need in the minds of his community to learn how to do public speaking, how to plan for meeting, or how to work on community. That is why he started to found all this speaking club. And he named it as Toastmaster because the term is actually a popular term to refer someone who is proposing toast during a banquet, just like how Taylor had been showing perfectly just now, like propose to the meeting to propose a toast to the meeting for today. So fast forward to today. Oh, I forgot to mention, our first ever meeting is actually held on 1924 October 22nd. So which happened for today. We are actually celebrating 96 years old. Oh my God, Toastmaster International is just like a grandfather for us, and we are celebrating. And you can see some of us are red color shirts. I thought that was for the celebration, for the birthday celebrations. So, and basically a meeting, there are three major parts for a meeting. But okay, basically there are three major parts for the meeting. First will be to train us on better thinking, which is the impromptu speech. We call it as table topic, where we're gonna give you some random topic and you're gonna talk for around 2 minutes on the topic. So this is train for your better thinking. The second part of the meeting will be prepared speeches, which is for your better speaking. Basically, our members are spending their time and effort to prepare the script and present the presentation in front of all of us today. And the third part will be better listening, which is the evaluation part where we have our evaluators to evaluate the speaker to help the speaker to bring their speeches or their presentation to the next level. And today, because of this meeting theme, appreciations, we have one more sessions that is specially dedicated. It's actually a surprise. And because of time constraint, I'm going to just keep it short and sweet. But let me just, can I have Minion to help me to play the first a simple slide. And of course, the first ever person that we want to thank is Chen Chun, distinguished Toastmaster Chen Chun. Can we have the share screen from Minion? Yes, just a simple one because I want to keep the full video towards the end of the meeting so that I don't take much time of the guests. All right. So do we have the issue to playing that?
I just displayed the Changchun one, right?
Yep, correct.
Okay, great.
So can you do
Can
that?
you guys see?
Yep. So first of all, I say a big thank you to this distinguished Toastmaster Chen Chun, and congratulations for achieving your distinguished Toastmaster title. And thank you so much for always be there for the selfless mentor to guide us throughout the years. I think you are the one of the earliest chartered member, and you're still here with us. Thanks for witness the growth of the club as well as every member. And moving on, I would like to say a big thank you to KJ. Can we have the slides from KJ? Oh, look at the bicep. Yes, I can see handsome. Yeah, I can see all this all this good comments. Yummy. Hello. Are you biting on Chen Chun's bicep? Okay, the second one will be KJ. Congratulations for leading the area, for being the Area J3 director and leading the area to achieve select distinguished area. And I actually have a lot of word of gratitude to your guys, but I will keep it short. And because we have specially prepared more surprise. And moving on, I'd like to say a big thank you also to Joanna, Mama Joanna, for serving as our immediate past president and serving as the president for last term and leading Elite to be the president distinguished club. And it's not any other president distinguished club. For your information, we have achieved a total of 16 DCP goal out of 10. So thank you so much, Joanna, for your support and your guidance. And also, how can I forget our mama bear? Mama bear. Yes, our mama bear, Diane. Yes, Diane, you are the one who actually remind me to, such a good idea to show appreciations to the other senior members. And I thought, how can I miss you out for this appreciation? So you are definitely deserve a big thank you and big heart from us as well as being our mama bear. And last but not least, while you're doing Tai Chi, let's say a big thank you to distinguished Toastmaster Christopher Chong for serving as the district director for District 51 for the past term and leading the district to achieve the select distinguished district. And no, it's not an easy task because of this pandemic, but yes, you still nail it. And thank you so much for all your effort and time. So you guess this is all? No, we have more surprise. But because of time constraint, I'm gonna have this 1 minute teaser for this surprise video. So you can have a look what is this video. And if you want to watch the full video, please stay tuned after the meeting. So ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the video. Do we have the sound? Uh-oh.
Okay, wait. Wait.
Mingyan, when you click share, remember tick the share sound.
Share sound. Mingyan
Yeah.
sharing that. 你们做到吗, Chris? Okay. All right. I'm looking at the timing right now. Yes, I know I'm a bit behind the schedule, but it's actually a 1 minute teaser. If we cannot play it, then it's okay. Can we?
Can you hear the sound?
No, we can't hear the sound. I think it's fine. I think because of time constraint, I don't want to drag everyone. We're gonna play this teaser during the
in this appreciation night. I would like to take this opportunity to thank a lot of our great leaders in Elite Toastmaster family.
Congratulations, Chen Chun, KJ, Joanna, Diane, and Christopher for your achievement.
Hi Chen Chun, KJ, Diane, Joanna, and Christopher. Congratulations for achieving your goals and your dreams. I'm so proud of all of you. By showing us your dedication and your perseverance, you have collectively elevated Elite Toastmasters to an even higher level. I am so proud again of all of you, and I'm so proud to be a part of this Elite family. Keep on shining.
Chen Chun, KJ, Joanna, Diane, and Christopher, thank you for your amazing work in stepping up, in leading and serving Elite. Your passion and dedication in seeing the growth of our Elite family is greatly appreciated. Keep up the good work, and as we always say, we expect more.
Yes, we expect more. Do you want more, guys? Do you want more? Please show me some reaction if you want more of the video. You haven't seen yourself in the video yet because this is just a 1 minute teaser. So as I mentioned, I don't have to drag too much time of the guests. Sorry for that, but this is because of the special meeting team that we really want to show appreciation to all our senior members and our mentors. So I'll keep the full video towards the end of the meeting. So to our guests, you feel free to stay with us if you want to enjoy the video, or else you can leave after the meeting is ends. All right. So moving on. Without further ado, here it comes the first session of our meeting today, which is the impromptu speaking dimension. With that, I'd like to pass over the control to our table topic master. She's none other than our mama bear, Diane. Let's give a big round of applause to Diane. Over to you.
Thank you, Yi, for that introduction, Madam Toastmaster of the evening. And just a side note, I especially love the way Cheng Roi says leading and serving, coming to you from Toastmasters International. That's an ad right there. Thank you so much, Oppa Cheng Roi, for your lovely voice. And I love the teasers. And just to take note, guys, I did not win any awards, just to let you know. But being your table topic master is an award on its own. So thank you very much for having me as your table topic master this evening. So as it is, as you guys all know, that appreciation night is coming soon. It has been postponed, but I thought since we are already all here and I really wanted to hear what the thank you speeches would be like rather than hearing a lot of drinking going on and possibly certain aspects of it that we would probably be shouting and screaming most of the time because we're having so much fun. But I would actually love to hear all what it would be like to listen to some of you guys who do receive awards. And isn't that all part of table topics? That impromptu speaking, supposedly prepared to some extent, but still mostly impromptu because we are trying to reach the audience with gratitude and once more to appreciate and not to depreciate. So just a little bit with our timer, please take note. So tonight for the thank you speeches, it will be 2 minutes. So we will have 1 minute at green, 1 minute 30 seconds at yellow, and 2 minutes at the red. And for the Zoom master, just to take note, please only spotlight the speaker when they have reached the red light. So please only spotlight the speaker when they have reached the red light so that we can actually listen and not make them feel like they need to finish as soon as possible. Although as seasoned speakers, they will finish within time. And with that, let us now move on to the appreciation session. So first and foremost, I'd like us to start with someone who has been steering and guiding the club, allowing us to achieve President Distinguished. And not only that, we decided, since it being the last time we could ever be part of the old education system, we achieved 16 out of 10 goals. That is amazing beyond recognition. And with that, Joanna, please tell us your lessons learned from achieving this award. Joanna, please tell us your lessons learned from achieving this award. Please welcome Joanna.
Hello, good evening, Diane. Thank you for suddenly putting me on the spot. I love it. So the question was, what was the lesson learned for achieving these awards? Well, what I can share with you guys is a few key things. And actually, there's going to be a lot of factors, but I will just drill down to the most importantly, which is 2 points. Firstly is being what I will call it humble. Because when you are humble and you're grateful for your surroundings and things that come together, people that willingly actually step up to take up roles and challenges, magically things will just happen around us. And to be honest, we didn't really plan out for that whole 16 awards, but it just so happened that when all these right minds and mindsets come together, and you can see all this magic just overflow and things will just happen naturally. So that's my first point of being humble and grateful for all these good people around me and willingly taking up the challenge and sacrifices and willing to go the extra mile together as a team. The next point after being humble and grateful is actually, what's my next point? Yeah, good one. The next point here is actually knowing how to actually put a sorry, I'm juggling for words in my brains now. Okay, my next point is actually knowing how to put a stand in terms of a team camaraderie. Because from my point of view, when we go out for meetings and we go out for especially club officer training, we often see a lot of different team camaraderie from the other clubs. And I must be proud to really say that within our club, we have a very strong camaraderie whereby we are very open, we're very honest, we're very transparent with each other. So I will want to really thank everyone, and also not just the exco team, but all the team, all the other team members as well, whereby the lesson learned in here is that we're all together moving forward towards this direction as one, whereby we also communicate very strongly, very openly to all our members that the most important thing with Elite Toastmasters Club is we want to see the growth in each of our every member. And only the secondary parts is where all the DCP goals will come about. So which is why when we focus on the most important things, the team camaraderie and the growth of all our team members, then the rest of the things will actually just follow through. So there you have it, my two very important points: being grateful and humble, and having that team camaraderie and that openness to share with the team members. Thank you. Back to you, Diane.
Thank you so much, Joanna, for that thank you speech. And certainly you do deserve that present. Not only you, but us, we do deserve that President Distinguished Award. And certainly from your points, you leave us distinguished, astonished, and certainly famished for more to come. So thank you for that, Joanna. And next up, we have someone who has been guiding us since this club was founded actually. And this someone finally, after 10 years, has achieved his Distinguished Toastmaster Award. Chen Chun, what is your message to the rest of the Toastmaster members about your journey? Chen Chun, what is your message to the rest of the Toastmasters members about your journey? Please welcome Chen Chun.
All right. Thank you for kind of reminding me, going down the memory lane of, the 10 years of my journey towards Distinguished Toastmasters. I think one of the message that I want to impart to all of you, not just in Toastmasters, but also in life, whatever profession that you guys are doing, or whatever journey you guys are taking, whichever country you are at, always strive to be a good person, to be kind, to love more, to care more, to be more passionate in the things you do, to treat life with a deeper level of heart and a deeper level of meaning in every single thing you do. It could be as simple as cleaning your house. You need to put in the heart in everything you do, because at the end of the day, although yes, I did achieve Distinguished Toastmasters, and who knows, maybe one day I can be the Prime Minister, but nobody will care what title you hold until they know that you care for them. So just be real, be a better person, be kind, because at the end of the day, nobody cares about all those titles. So each and every one of you here today, you have your own journey. Take my advice, because what is more magical is not in the title you hold. It's actually at the end of the road when you look back at your journey, when you look back at your race, right? Are you crying with the tears of joy, or are you looking back and say that, hey, I've achieved something, but I don't know where is this leading me towards? So that is my challenge, and a reminder to all of you, in 10 years time, I hope to see each and every one of you achieving something big in life. So go where you are celebrated. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, Chen Chun, for that lovely speech. Go where you are celebrated. And certainly that is why you are strongly appreciated in this club. So thank you so much, Chen Chun, for your message to the rest of the Toastmaster members, whoever is listening and whoever is going to view this eventually. So thank you for that. And next on, this someone is an advocate when it comes to personal development. Truly a good example of a growth mindset and also commitment. However, his principle of putting members first has given and also earned him the award of Select Distinguished Area. KJ, what have you gained as a leader from being an area director? KJ, what have you gained as a leader from being an area director? Please welcome KJ.
Thank you, Diane, for the great topic. Now, before I step up for an area director, I actually told Jun and Diane saying that I'm too busy for this role. And I actually don't want to take up this role as I need to focus on different things. Now, the first point where you can hear, whenever you don't want to do a thing, you always have a million reasons not to do it. But as times goes by, after I have this conversation with Jun, he actually told me that in Toastmasters, people have different journeys. And at the time we actually talk about Chris, saying that if you are able to go to the top pyramid of Toastmasters, just like what Jun said, it doesn't matter about the title, but the progression and the things that you have served, the things that you have contributed will help you in life. The more you contribute, the more you learn. And that is how I decided to step up for an area director. And as you see, area director is a role where you need to go and nominate yourself and you need to get some votes. But I remember the time where I'm not able to attend the event because I have my work to do in China. But Jun attended and he actually nominated me, which he told me I actually have this support from different club presidents. Now, thanks to all the other club presidents, because I actually called them one by one to tell them that I want to help them. I hope I can be part of their club. And going down the journey as an area director, the one thing that I always tell all 4 clubs is I don't really care about DCP points. And I'm not here to get select distinguished area or this or that. It's more important to focus on members. And that is why I get Jun's tips of saying that you don't need to do much for them. To be honest, I didn't do a lot for the 4 clubs. I just be in their meeting to support them. And that is the most important way of doing it. And yes, they did appreciate, even until this month, where I'm no longer an area director, I still receive message from the past 4 clubs inviting me back to their club meeting. And yeah, it creates a bonding. And believe it or not, when you focus on the right thing, when you focus on the right member, all the other points, all the other goals, it will come eventually. And that is how I learned what I learned from being an area director, to be supportive, to help each and every member. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, KJ. And that is certainly why you are that's why you have earned the select distinguished area, because of your being, and most importantly, to be supportive. So thank you for sharing with that about your leadership, KJ. And now, I'd like us all to also take note of a certain member in our club. And this member is possibly going to receive a Grammy Award. Her latest remix, called Omelette, inspired by her dog, has won her a Grammy Award under the EDM genre. If for all of you who do not know what EDM is, it's electronic dance music. Vance, please tell us how you feel about winning this award. Please welcome Vance.
Okay. Yes. Okay, first of all, thank you for the surprise Grammy Award from you guys. As a new member, Elite Toastmaster, I was very grateful for everyone helping me out. As I'm very new in this platform, I wish I can contribute the value to the platform and make the culture better. Thank you.
Thank you, Vance, for that sweet and simple speech about your award. And certainly we love to hear more about Omelette. Just for you guys out there, if you want to know Omelette, please ask Vance and she will show you her omelette. And that's her dog. Please take note. Any other thoughts that you might have, please watch those thoughts. And actually, we have a guest here tonight. And she is going to receive this award because she has walked through fire, literally. She has shown that impossible just means I am possible. Her diligence and dedication is the reason She is the receiver of Better Than Malaysian Government Award. Better Than Malaysian Government Award. Wendy, what has walking through fire taught you? Wendy, what has walking through fire taught you? Please welcome Wendy.
Hi, Diane. Thanks for the surprise. Okay, what has walking through fire taught me? Number one is, I would like to just give a little bit of the perspective, what to put in perspective, what is walking through fire, because I went to Tony Robbins Unleash the Power Within, and it was a 4 days event. So the very first day itself is like, we need to walk through the fire. And what does it mean? Basically, to face our fear, because what is impossible is many a times play in our head rather than it's really not possible. It just like fire, it is hot and it is definitely hot, but the safety precaution, etc., has been taken. So we need to know that this is something, the risk that we can, is all calculated risk, and then we know how to overcome it in life. In short, is I would like to just reiterate again, fear, for example, public speaking, I like to always mention, because until today, to be honest, am I not fear of public speaking? I am still fear of public speaking. It's just that I need to practice. And then table topic, am I fearful? Yes. Do I have everything on my head? No. But as what the other speaker mentioned, being truthful. So the pointers is like, yes, what have I been through is like, it's not I am having any superpower, it's not. But again, is it real? Is it really that fearful? And is it a calculated risk? And because we cannot just simply do anything without even knowing what are we going through, is so long things are, we know that, okay, this is hot, we know we shouldn't play with fire, it's just walking through, and that's it. And after we went through, these are the limiting belief that we can overcome, and then to go after what we really want in life. So one by one, step by step, ask ourselves why we want it and how can we achieve it. So all in all, we can do it. Thanks, Diane, back to you.
Thank you, Wendy. And that is why you have won the Better Than Malaysian Government Award. Because you certainly, when we speak to you, you set us on fire, and we are willing to walk on fire with you, for you. So thank you for that, Wendy. And next up, I would like to just invite some of the other guests who have won awards tonight. Would anyone like to step up and just deliver their thank you speech? Can I have one of the guests who would like to step up tonight? If not, I will be selecting you award winners out there for tonight. And with the essence of times on hand, I see Hannah waving constantly at me. Hi, Hannah. Thank you so much for participating in this awards. And I'd just like you to tell us, why is it that you deserve this Step Up Award? Why is it you deserve the Step Up Award? Please welcome Hannah.
Oh my God, this is a definite surprise. And yes, Diane, I did wave my invisible hand to you that everybody else can see, and myself. And your topic is, why do I deserve this Step Up Award? Is that I am extremely positive when you call out my name, and that is indeed a step up itself. I mean, I'm at home and I have to put on a lot of effort for me to show my face. Step up one, effort. And I mean, that goes a long way for people to actually get this award. Effort plays a big role. And also enthusiasm. As you can see, the enthusiasm is screaming through the screen. If I can get out, I might just have to wave at you literally in front of your face. But right now, virtual thing is not gonna happen. Yeah, so step up because of my commitment to put on a lot of effort, and also step up because of my enthusiasm. And therefore, I am, among everyone, definitely deserve this Step Up Award. Thank you.
And certainly well said indeed, Hannah, of why you deserve that Step Up Award. Your effort and enthusiasm is sorely missed right here in Elite Toastmasters. Just a little shout out there for you, Hannah. So thank you so much for sharing with us why you are the Step Up Award. And before we end this session, this member has shown dedication for many years, not just in our club recently, but in many other clubs. Even now, he strives endlessly to help and appreciate members. His appreciation night has been postponed, but he holds on with calm and composure. He may hold many awards, but having him as a member is an award on its own. Christopher, tell us the importance of appreciating and celebrating our achievements. Tell us the importance of appreciating and celebrating our achievements, Christopher. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that wonderful opportunity. First of all, I would like to say thank you and congratulations to all of you for being here in attending this meeting. By attending this meeting, it's an appreciation not to me, not to her, not to anyone, but it's to yourself. Spending time with your friends, spending time with colleagues is one thing, but spending time with Toastmasters family, it's filled with positivity. We do not talk bad things about each other, but we joke with you. We don't laugh at you, but we laugh with you. One of the reasons that I learned about Toastmasters throughout my journey as a district director or past district director is that I did not plan that during my term, I will have pandemic. I did not plan that during my term, I will have a lot of challenges. It is just being flown down by meteors. There's like meteors coming down to my face. But what I learned, most important thing is learn to adapt to change as fast as possible. If you can adapt to the changes, you can stay ahead in front of others. And I know right now, all of us are going through these uncertainties. Some of the companies are really going through a lot of workforce reduction. You are also in a state that your name will be in the list, in the fear that your name will be in the list. But mind you, this is not the time for you to just sit there and brag about it. This is the time for you to pick up yourself and be different. If you know that your company is going to have a workforce reduction, don't just brag about it. You can't change that fact. But there's only one thing you can change. Continue developing yourself. Because when you continue to develop yourself, you will not be in the list because managers will know it. So this is something that I would like to share with you is adapt to change. Because when you adapt to change the fastest, you will be safe. And the second thing I learned about doing my journey as a district director is don't let ego take over you. A title is just a title. In Toastmasters, the higher you go is actually, the more title you take is actually the lower you go because it's a servant relationship. It is not like a boss where you're up there. We are actually going down. KJ is one area director who served very well. And his motto is members first, which is the same as what I focus on, members first. By having the members' needs all fulfilled, the district will perform on its own. And always remember the third most important thing, ask for help. Don't let ego overtake you. Don't just think that you are someone big or whatsoever. That is totally not true. Ask for help. You can ask KJ since day one until the day that I finished my term and until today, I also ask for help. Ask for help because if you don't ask, you never know. Remember 3 things. Number 1, like what they say, be humble, adapt to change, be humble, and ask for help. Thank you very much. And I hope you guys take this journey and enjoy it. Thank you very much.
So thank you so much, Christopher. Ask for help. And certainly whatever changes that you are going through, we are adapting it with you. And certainly we are not only celebrating for you, we are celebrating with you. And so Elite family, please give yourselves a round of applause, please. Woo! For finally finishing this award session. This award, please take note, is delivered when speakers are sober. And this is highlighting to you, KJ. I do not know what you will sound like when you have had a few beers at that appreciation night, if it is happening if there is alcohol served. So please take note. And please, for the rest of the members, please take note that this session is here, that we not only speak on our feet just to answer questions, we speak on our feet to appreciate and not depreciate ourselves. And with that, now I'd like to welcome our table topics evaluator who has been listening intently to provide some constructive feedback. But before she does as well, I'd like us to just launch the poll, the voting for the best table topic speaker of the night and who deserves the many medals that I have here with me for the night. So please, can I have it launched, please? Has it been? Thank you. Okay. And with that, now I'd like to welcome our table topics evaluator, Jingman. Please welcome Jingman.
Hello, thank you, Diane. Thank you, fellow Toastmaster and guests, and all the participants in our table topic section. I'm also very nervous because there are a lot of contestants. Okay, so start from the first one, Joanna. Please tell us your lesson learned from achieving the Distinguished Award. Joanna just mentioned humble and grateful, and she also always back to the team, appreciate the team. So she say magically thing will happen naturally if all the team members work together. This also remind all of us, especially the expo team. So Joanna, you did a very good job as a past president to remind all of us, and your speech very sincere. And yeah, and the second speaker, Chen Chun, what is your message to the rest of the Toastmaster member about your journey? I think Chen Chun did a very good preparation, because before the Diane mentioned his name, he already on point already. If you can see the screen, Chen Chun already like recall back all the 10 years what he did. So this is also one of his performance. Yeah, not performance, I mean very good start. Yeah, and then Chen Chen mentioned nobody care all those titles. The more important is people know you care for them. Yeah, I agree. I know you care for us too. Chen Chen did a very well starting, and also end with a very good challenge. He say he can't wait to see we achieve something big in our life. So he did a very good table topic, because starting with the phase, and also end with a challenge. And the next one, KJ, what have you gained as a leader from being an area director? Yeah, KJ, as always, start with a very calm face. Yeah, maybe the green tea not yet drink many. And also, you mentioned when you focus on the right person, right thing, all the thing will come naturally. Actually, I have noticed all the leader here actually keep on mention one thing. If you do the right thing, then all the all the DCP goal will achieve very naturally. So yeah, so we just don't need to so care the result. We must care the process. Yeah, and care for everyone. And next one, Vance, the Grammy Award. Vance, I think Vance very surprised when Diane mentioned suddenly call you, because you thought it's all the elder, all the grand mentor. Yeah, so but you still respond very fast with a calm face, and I like how you appreciate the award, because you say you hope you can bring the good culture to the Malaysia, because during this pandemic, you know, all the musician very DJ musician very hard during this time. So you you're very humble to receive the award and still encourage everyone. Yeah. And next one, Wendy, what have walking through fire taught you? Okay. Wendy KJ is KJ. So the style also very same. Wendy say why we you have to ask yourself what you want or how you achieve, and also end with a very powerful question, but I forget what is the question. Okay, the next one is Hannah. Yeah, Hannah, very good to see you again. And as always, you bring a lot of humorous element into your table topic. So, yeah, I think your table topic is have the imagination. Yeah, when you see you dress up to prepare, stand up, and also and all the effort, I will think like, if today you don't attend the meeting, you will like naked in the house and do nothing. Yeah, so you actually create a very good imagination for us. Yeah, and I think this is only you can do this, because yeah, I don't know. And last but not least, Chris. Okay, I love how you handle all the obstacle you met this year, and you structure your table topic very well, because you come up with 3 points: humble and attack as fast as possible, you will save, and also the last point, ask for help. And end up you also conclude all your point. So you always show a very good structure, even in a 3-minute time. Yeah, not like me. Okay, then I end my point. Yeah, thank you. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster of the evening, EE.
Thank you so much to Jingwen. By the way, I miss not Mr. Yeah. I haven't go for a transgender surgery. Thank you so much to Jingwen, my girl, my mentee. Your first ever time being a table topic evaluator, and I'm so proud of you. Let's give her a big round of applause. Yes, you make it. All right. So guys, because I'm so excited for the meeting, and I actually forgot to introduce the technical role players for today. So allow me to introduce our English teacher for the day, who is going to introduce to us the word of the day. Let's get a big round of applause to our grammarian, Justine. Over to you, Justine.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Yi. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmaster member and guests. As a grammarian, it's my responsibility to pay close attention to all the speaker, listening carefully to their language usage. I will take note of any improper language, as well as any outstanding words, quotes, saying, or thought. As grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. So, for today's meeting, the word is famish, which means extremely hungry. You can find the word of the day and the definition at the bottom of your minutes of meeting on the left-hand side of the notes. An example of using the words is, he then realized he is famished and he needs food. So he sells his rooster to buy some food, leaving him to go on empty hand. Each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day. I will be given the grammarian report when called upon during the meeting, and also report on the usage of the word of the day. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster Yi.
Thank you so much to Justine for being our English teacher again. So all the best to you in your role as our grammarian. Moving on, I'd like to introduce the vocal teacher, our R counter for today. Let's give a big round of applause to Taylor. Taylor, over to you.
Good evening, everyone. As an art counter, I will be listening very careful for the use of vocal pauses, crush words such as you know. I will also note when a speaker repeat a word or phrase such as
This means.
This is known as double crush. I will keep track of everyone and report at the end of the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you so much to our vocal teacher, R counter. Definitely a professional one because she has this Amos Doppy special effect that I couldn't get. It's like a special sound effect at the back. So well done on that. Then last but not least, I'd like to introduce the Rolex of the day. Let's give a big round of applause to our first ever timer, Hema.
Hi everybody, can you all hear me? Yes, this is my expensive Rolex for tonight. As timer, I will be helping the speakers practice expressing their thought within a specific time. My duty is to time all sessions, including prepared speeches, table topics, and speech evaluation during this meeting. So at the end of the meeting, I will report the duration of each speaker and each session when called. Thank you.
Thank you so much to our first timer, Hema. And no worries, we are always there for you to back up you. So no worries about that. And guys, before we go for intermission, can I just invite everyone to turn on your camera so that we can do a group photo? Because I do understand that we do have guests might want to leave earlier. But this is such a Chinese New Year reunion for us, right? So I really want to take this moment, this memorable moment, so to take a group photo. So with that, can I get everyone to just switch on your camera so that I can take a screenshot? And we have a total of 2 pages. Hi, I think Pinky is showing the baby. Hi. Okay, so lovely. Everyone, please.
Hi, Pinky's baby.
All right, everyone. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, one more. Yeah, one more. Because we have got a lot of guests and our members today. So I have actually 2 pages on my screen. A moment. Let me do the second page. Wait a moment. The second page. Oh, everyone, show us your brightest smile. Yay! All right. Thank you so much.
Why think to look like Minion?
Please, wrong drink.
So with that, I would like to call for intermission. But I know that we do actually run.
Yeah, we're actually running quite late.
Have only maybe a 2 minutes toilet break for you guys. So we'll be back by 9:10. Yeah, 9:10. All right. Thank you guys.
Thank
so feel free
you.
to go and get your water or go for your natural core. And I can see Chris is dancing. I don't know why. And yeah, I can see
Chinese New Year, ma.
Okay.
Celebrate good times, come on.
Ding, 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 ding.
He went to
You know,
play some Michael
from-
Jackson.
What era?
From dancer, where the age era they come from. If they start doing this,
Chris, what era?
Diane, I hope you don't do this.
Disco
Diane.
era. Then we ask Chris, right? What is the term he used when he goes for clubbing? He might say disco.
Disco.
I don't know what is disco.
Disco.
Right.
Disco ball.
Now clubbing also damn out
Clubbing,
already.
no, but Chris one is probably disco.
Okay, let's ask Vance. Vance, what is the latest word refer to going clubbing now?
Ping Tao ah.
That one is manyao already.
Raving.
Different world already. Anyone still go clubbing? I mean, before MCO?
clubbing, you have to be clear, Ben. Clubbing in a Toastmaster setting, it means visiting other club, you know. But if you say outside Toastmaster clubbing, I think the peng tao lah, you know.
Hello guys, it's 9:10. Time to start our
Okay.
meeting.
Great. Thank you so much, Vivian. Yes. All right, guys, it's time for us to get back to our second half of the meeting. With that, can I get everyone, all right, to come back, all right? If you are doing your call, please end your call right now. If you are answering your nature call, please settle it as soon as possible and be back to join us. So yes, and here it comes the second session of the meeting, which is the prepared speeches, where I mentioned earlier on our member has been spending time and effort to craft their speech and to present in front of everyone. So for our first speaker for today, is going to deliver his Pathway Project 2 Level 1 from the Leadership Development Path, Evaluation and Feedback, the speech title of The Path Taken. Before that, I would like to invite his evaluator to read out his speech objective. With that, can I invite Vanessa to share us EJ's speech objective? Over to you, Vanessa.
Hi EJ. The purpose of this project is for the member to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback, and apply the feedback to a second speech. The purpose of this speech is for the members to present a speech and receive feedback from the evaluator.
Thank you so much to Vanessa. With that, let's give a big round of applause to our first ever speaker for tonight, our prepared speech speaker. Let's give a big round of applause to EJ. All the best to you, EJ. Yes, EJ. Can you unmute yourself? Yep, all good.
When I was a student back in school, I used to dream to have the perfect report card. Report card that will show that I've been standing student for the past 1 year. So being a student, the first thing that I go to is to achieve good grades. I studied hard, but the problem is I played even harder. So after a few years, my results weren't getting better. I decided, maybe let me try something else. So I wanted to look for another method to get my report card to show that I am an outstanding student. So I had an idea that to join a team, to join the school team, to represent school, to compete in competitions, external competitions, so that the report card would show that I had achievement in extracurricular activities. I went ahead and I tried out in the basketball team, but the problem is I was too short. I went ahead and tried out for the track and field team. I was too slow. So then again, I was thinking, maybe I need to try from a different angle again. So I searched around what are the teams that are available, and I went to try out for the school's choir team. I tried out for a choir team for 2 reasons. The first reason, they represent the school to compete in competitions every single year. That means I have a great chance of getting in on my report card. Secondly, among all the performance clubs, the choir team is the easiest one to join. So there I was, I went in for the tryouts, and I aced it. They welcomed me with open arms. And I asked them, okay, what's the reason that you guys welcome me so easily? And then they told me, actually, we need more guys in the choir team, that's all. So to me, joining the choir team was the lowest hanging fruit available at the time. I joined so that it's the shortest path for me to get it something on my report card. So naturally, I wasn't prepared for all the work that would come to joining the choir team. Each student, studying in our school, we have 2 break sessions, a morning break and a lunch break. But if you are a choir member, you only have 1 break time. Another one is for practice. If it's contest season, you only have 0 break time because both break times are going to be used as practice sessions. And what's more is that you need to stay after school to join for more practice sessions after school. And even during the long holiday sessions, they organize training camps, 3 to 5 days. And we have to attend every single day, all of these trainings. I was extremely tired. But I persisted because I knew that at the end of the year, when I get my report card, it would show Tan Ijay, outstanding achievement member of a choir team. So I persisted. Then came the day of the contest. I could still remember vividly stepping onto the stage, the spotlight shining down on me, the heat radiating out of my body. And I look in front of me, the audience all swallowed in pitch black. That was the moment that I realized I forgot to wear my spectacles. I couldn't see anything. I could barely even see the conductor. It was quite nervous. So I was more and more nervous. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe all of us join Toastmasters for a reason because we all want to practice speaking in front of the public. And at that time, I was on a stage, a big, massive stage in front of a crowd of 100 to 200 audience. That thought terrified me. As I peeked to my left and right and I looked at my teammates, they looked back at me, give me a smile, and nod. At that moment, I felt reassured. I felt reassured because I realized that on that stage, I was not alone. I was not facing the crowd. I was not taking over the stage alone. I had a team of teammates. I had teammates around me, and we are on this together. Joining the choir team may be my first, I started out joining the choir team with different intentions. But being in a choir team gave me an experience, the first ever experience in being a team, in experiencing what teamwork is. I understood what it felt to have strength in numbers. And although at the end of the day, when I graduated, I didn't walk away with a report card that said outstanding achievement member of the choir team. But deep down in my heart, I knew that I've earned an experience, an unexpected experience. That means that it's more than what the report card can show. With that, I pass it back to Toastmaster of the evening. Thank you.
Thank you so much, EJ. Let's give him a big round of applause. For EJ, right, he always shares with us his very heartfelt story in public speaking and also the journey in Toastmaster, and that always inspired me. So thank you so much, EJ, and thank you so much for delivering the speeches, even though you're having the connection issues, but nothing stops you in improving yourself, and that is the things that I really salute you, and that is the things that really amaze me. Thank you so much, EJ. Moving on, we have our second speaker for today. She's going to deliver her Pathway Projectile Level 2 from the Presentation Mastery Path, Effective Body Language, with the speech title of Unexpected Message. Before I invite the speakers to deliver a speech, let us please put our hands together to invite the speech evaluator to read out her speech objective. Let's get a bigger applause to Chen Chun. Over to you.
Great. So the purpose of this project is to deliver a speech with awareness of intentional and unintentional body language, as well as to learn, practice, and refine how to use non-verbal communication when delivering a speech. And the time given is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best to you, Aruna, and back to you. Yi.
Thank you so much to Chen Chun. With that, let's give a big applause to our second prepared speech speaker for today with the speech title of The Unexpected Message. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big applause to Aruna, The Unexpected Message, The Unexpected Message. Aruna, over to you.
This is the tale of an unexpected message. It was a cold, dark, and stormy night. The wind was howling and the trees were rustling in the distance. The lightning struck and the thunder clacked and roared. The sound reverberated into the distance. Then, suddenly, ding, ding, you have one message. Madam Chairperson, fellow Toastmasters and guests, how many of you have been jolted wide awake from a deep slumber due to this irritating sound of a text message? If you have, you are not alone. So why not sit back and relax and listen to this story of the unexpected message. The night in question was nowhere near as dramatic as I had made it sound. In fact, it was a rather mundane KL night. It was swelteringly hot. I had cranked on the aircon and I was already in my PJs with the comforter all the way up to my chin. Bliss, ready to go to sleep. When suddenly, ding, ding, you have a new message. Oh dear, who could be texting me at this time at night? It's 10 p.m. I'm already in my granny mode. The little angel on my shoulder said, it could be something important. Please answer the message. Whereas the devil on my shoulder said, your night is going to be ruined. Guess who won this debate? No surprises. Being Miss Goody Two Shoes, I sat bolt upright, then I got out of bed, went all the way to get my glasses, and picked up my phone. What an interesting thought this is going to be. What an unexpected message from an unexpected person. Hello, Toastmasters. Would you like to know what the message said? It said, hi, Aruna. How are you? Can I ask you a question? ... The question was, how do you say good evening, ladies and gentlemen, in Tamil? My biggest nightmare had just come true. Oh dear, I felt beads of perspiration trickling down my forehead, and I literally felt the ground opening up in front of me. I felt like jumping in. Oh dear, someone had actually asked me, how do I speak Tamil? Now, I can't admit to anyone that my Tamil is worse than a kindergarten kid's level. Therefore, I have to preserve my ego and I have to preserve the color of my brown skin. Therefore, I decided to record a message in Tamil, pretending that I knew what I was saying. So I said, Kale Vanakkam, which means good morning, and I sent it back to my mystery sender. The next thing I knew, I was shocked. My mystery sender had looked up Google Translate and sent me a text in Tamil and asked me, Aruna, is this correct? I nearly fainted from sheer shock. The next thing I knew, my mystery sender said, okay, I'm going to record a message in Tamil. I want you to listen to it and I want to see if I'm saying it correctly. Wow, fellow Toastmasters. I felt really like I was backed up into a corner. I was between a rock on the inside. I'm not even the chocolate chip variety or the butterscotch variety. I'm a pure natural Oreo, brown on the outside and white on the inside. Please do not ask me about Tamil anymore, okay? Fellow Toastmasters, we're coming towards the end of my speech. What do you think is the purpose of this speech? Any guesses? Well, I'll tell you, there's absolutely no purpose to this speech. I was just overwhelmed by the desire to tell everyone here that I cannot speak Tamil at all. Thank you. The next thing I wanted to ask is, would you like to take a guess at who my mystery sender was? I'm sure you'll be excited to know who it was. Do you think he was a member of our elite family? Someone said yes. Well, the mystery is here. It was none other than Toastmaster Minion. Toastmaster Minion, thank you so much for this unexpected message. It really surprised me. I did not expect that at all from you. Kudos to you. Finally, fellow Toastmasters, I just wanted to say to everyone, do not judge a book by its cover. Do not judge a message by its sender. Learn to expect the unexpected. And my challenge to all of you is, learn to be humble and admit your mistakes, even if you don't want to. Fellow Toastmasters, that concludes the tale of the unexpected message. Do not forget to turn off all your phones before you go to sleep tonight. One and all, I wish you a good night. Thank you.
Thank you so much to Aruna. They always call me the Energizer Bunny of Elite, but I think I found a buddy, so it's an Energizer buddy for me, which is Aruna. Whenever you deliver a speech or you are playing a role, right, I can always feel so much energy in you and sharing all these positive vibes with us. Thank you so much. And yes, I know right now, from now on, I know you are Miss Oreo. And I totally respect that and understand that. Thank you so much. And we get to know even more about you. And moving on, we are going to invite the third speaker for tonight. He's going to deliver his Pathway Project 1 Level 4 from the Leadership Development Path question and answer session with the speech title of Is It Okay If I Mess Up? So with that, we'd like to invite his evaluator, Islon, to read out his speech objective. Let's give a big round of applause to Islon.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yi. So the purpose of this speech, of this project, is to learn about and practice facilitating a question and answer questions. And back to you, Yi.
Thank you so much to Islon. With that, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to our last prepared speech speaker for today. Washing, is it okay if I mess up? Is it okay if I mess up? Over to you, Washing.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Yi. So before I start, maybe let me just explain the format. So I'll be giving a 7-minute speech, and then after I've ended, I will open to the floor for questions based on the speech itself. Okay, so I shall start my speech now. It's okay if I mess up. His hands were trembling. His lips were quivering. He was barely breathing. He stared at the crowd in front of him, laughing. Hours of rehearsal, and still he couldn't remember the words. And inside his head, he heard this loud voice saying, "You messed up again?" Fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, have you ever been through this situation before where you made a mistake? How do you feel? Do you feel like screaming at the top of your lungs? Do you feel like pulling your hair out? Or do you feel like pulling someone else's hair out? Chill out. Because today, I'm going to share with you why it is so important for us to make mistakes and why it is perfectly okay for us to mess up. In a 2011 research study by psychologist Jason Wohler, he showed that synapses actually fire when we make mistakes. So synapses are electrical signals that are transmitted between parts of our brains when we learn something new. Basically, what this means is that when we make a mistake, we are actually learning. So I hate to say it, but the social influencers are right. Mistakes are our best friend. And not only that, he found out that those people who actually admitted and acknowledged their blunders were more successful in bouncing back after their errors compared to people who did not acknowledge their blunders. So what this says is that it is perfectly okay for us to mess up, because through mistakes, we learn and we become better. Now, how many of us here have brilliant ideas flash across our mind when we mess up? Let me share you a story about how penicillin was discovered. It was discovered by this gentleman by the name of Dr. Alexander Fleming, a Scottish physician. Now, he has a goal in his life. He wanted to discover a wonder drug that could cure all diseases. And after several attempts, he discovered frustration. Nothing was working. He didn't find anything. And so he abandoned his experiment. But one day, he noticed in one of his discarded petri dish, there was a mole forming. And the mole was actually dissolving all the surrounding bacteria. And you know what? The rest was history. Penicillin was hence discovered. And not only that, okay, many products that are actually well known are a byproduct of unintentional consequences. For example, chocolate chip cookies, potato chips, or pacemakers. These things were not intended on purpose. Therefore, it is amazing when we actually let ourselves go and actually accept that failing is a part of the process. Because when we actually do that, we open up to new possibilities. And who knows, we might just come up with brilliant ideas. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, it is perfectly okay if we mess up. Now, what we usually do when we don't want to mess up is that we become very rigid. And when we are rigid, then we kind of lose our imagination, because our need to be right surpasses our need to learn. And this is called the be good group. However, if we are willing to just let ourselves go and accept that failure is part of the process of learning, wow, the whole world opens up to us. We try different things. We are more open to different options. We begin to take risk because our need to learn surpasses our need to get right. And this is called the Get Better group. And in an experiment conducted by the social psychologist, Dr. Heidi Grant, she found out that in giving a problem-solving questions to this group of people of different mindsets, she discovered that the Get Better group were actually more motivated and actually were able to solve more questions, which shows that if you are willing to accept failure as a part of the process, you are able to learn so much more. Now, I recall one of my experiences, my first public speaking experiences. I was completely tongue-tied. It was a horrifying experience for me and my audience. Like that time, I was listing a list of Thomas Edison's invention, and I accidentally mispronounced the word phonography to pornography. Imagine the horror. But now looking back, I'm glad I messed up because that brought me to Toastmasters. And because of that, I had this story to share with all of you today. So mess is not so crashing or embarrassing. It is the flavor and it's the spice of life that add flavors to our life. Imagine if we know that we will be a successful speaker, would we have spent time learning from other people? I don't think so. It is because life's outcome is uncertain. That's why we keep on experimenting, and that's why it is so interesting. The next time you mess up, just think of it this way, okay? That you are actually adding salt and flavor to your life. Now, James Wood, in his book, Brain to Mind, found out that a mistake-rich environment is actually preferable for better education, leading to greater insights. And I don't think we need to look any further than Toastmasters itself. Toastmasters is a platform where mistakes are encouraged. And look how many great speakers have Toastmasters produced. From people who are afraid, who have stage fright, to people who become really confident speakers who couldn't get off the stage. Therefore, if a platform that allows people to mess up actually leads to more favorable learning. So it's okay if we mess up because we transform. So ladies and gentlemen, if you have an ambition or a dream in your mind, I would just like to tell you this. If you can't remember what I have said in this speech, just remember the next time you're having a chocolate chip cookie or a potato chip, hopefully not a pacemaker, remember this. These were all byproducts of people messing up. So the next time you caught yourself in a process where you're cursing and frustrated because you have made a mistake, just tell yourself, it's okay if I mess up. Thank you. So now I will open the floor to questions pertaining to the speech. So if you guys have any questions, you can.
I think KJ raised his hand.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Hey, Toastmaster Washing.
Hi, Toastmaster KJ.
Sometimes a mistake will link to a huge impact, and there is way too many people is blaming on you. At that stage, what can I do to manage my mindset? Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster KJ, for your question. So if I got your question correctly, it is that if a lot of people are counting on you and the stakes are high, how should you treat mistakes? Is that it? Actually, based on based on what I have found out in some of the studies, it has shown that actually if we are more afraid of making mistakes, we are actually prone to make more mistakes. However, if we are willing to accept that it is part of the process of learning, then we actually make less mistakes in the process. As in how, sorry, I'm not sure whether I have answered your question correctly. As in, how do you want to meet people's expectations? I suppose you can't just accept other you can't just accept other people's expectations and put a lot of burden on yourself, because usually that is where we will become unhappy, or in the event that we do not make things happen, causes friction. So perhaps if in the event where you know that the stakes are high, maybe communication would be a better solution as well, where you communicate your fears and also your limitations to the people who are expecting a lot from you. Yeah, so I hope I have answered your question, Toastmaster KJ.
I have a question.
Yes, Toastmaster Diane.
Okay, thanks for sharing. Washing, in light that the contest season is actually coming, what is your advice on to all the members who are stepping up for the contest, and how should they feel if they feel like they have messed up during the contest? What is your advice to them? Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Diane. So I'll answer the first part of the question. What are the emotions that you should have when you're stepping up for the contest itself? I think what we can do is that we can treat this as a learning platform, and instead of vying for the end goal, which is to get past the club level or the area level, and if we just treat this as a learning platform where we are allowed to make mistakes, then we could perhaps make an impact in people's life. Because I remembered the first and the second time I was competing in the international speech contest, I have a lot of difference. It has a lot of difference in me, because the first time I was just trying to eye for the prize, whereas the second time I wanted to just give my all and relax and just tell the speech. And it's wonderful when you do that, because you progress. Because when you stop focusing on the goal, then you become relaxed and you can feel more. As in the emotions, when you have messed up, just pat yourself on the back and know that most of the Toastmasters champion have failed many times before, some 10 years before they get to the stage where they are. So know that is a learning process and continue to push on. Thank you. Yes, Toastmaster Sheng Rui, I see you have a question.
Hi, Toastmaster Washing.
Yes.
Great speech. So my question is, do you personally have a favorite story of someone whom perhaps you look up to, a story of failure to success? Do you personally have a favorite story of someone who has gone through a failure and has changed that mistake to a success?
Wow, that's a very impactful question. I would say Okay, I would like to say it's my mentor, Diane. I'm not sure whether she's comfortable with me sharing it, but just briefly, um, she shared with me how she has gone through many phases of competition and how she has failed. But when she finally learned to accept and build Toastmasters as a journey, not for us to showcase what we have, but to actually learn things that she converted into a success. I mean, she is a success in my eyes because she's a really good mentor who shares with me a lot of things on public speaking and never fail to catch up with me. So I guess if you want to say failure to success, I would say it's the story of my mentor, Toastmaster Diane. Yeah. Okay, so due to time constraint, we don't really have much time left, but I can still take questions, as in you can text me personally after this speech, and I if I know the answers, I will let you know, and if not, then I will do the research and I will inform you. So thank you guys for listening to me. I hope that you have gained something, that learning that mistakes are part of the learning process, as in it helps us to learn and grow. It sparks new inventions. It gives spice to our lives. So fellow Toastmasters, treat mistakes like part of the learning process and stepping stones to success. And you will achieve DTM just like Toastmaster Chen Zhen. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Yi.
Thank you so much, Washing. Now I gotta do this pose. Mess is the spice of life. Thank you so much for sharing such an inspiring speech. Yes, this is the post of the year. Mess is the spice of life. I always think that, I always call myself as the Miss Disaster. I have a lot of disaster happening in me. But today, you make me to think on the bright side because all this mess add flavor to my life. And that is how my life is so flavorsome and flavorful. Thank you so much, Washing, for sharing such a inspiring speech. So moving on, we come to the last session of our meeting, which is the evaluation session. With that, I'd like to pass over the control to our Madam General Evaluator to lead the third session. With that, let's get a big, before that, can we please vote for the best speaker, best prepared speech speaker for tonight? Ningen, can you pull up the vote? Yes, we have EJ sharing us the path that he has taken, Aruna sharing us the message, the unexpected message, and Washing share with us it is okay to mess up. Yes, so who is the best assignment speaker in your heart? Please cast your vote. All right, we need a few more votes, guys, please. few more. All right, I'm gonna do the countdown in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Thank you so much for casting your vote. With that, I would like to pass over the control to the Madam General Evaluator. Let's give a big applause to Joanna. Over to you.
Thank you, Yi. Thank you for passing on the baton to me tonight. So how's everyone feeling tonight? All good? Yes? Some reaction from everyone? Yes. Okay, so as your Madam General Evaluator for tonight, my task is actually to help evaluate the whole prepared speeches and also our overall meeting of today, how it's going, how's the overall emotions and feelings and everything else. So let us now quickly begin with the evaluation of the prepared speeches. Can I kindly request for speech evaluator Vanessa to evaluate on EJ's speech titled The Path Taken? Vanessa, over to you.
Hi everyone. EJ. I've known EJ for a short period of times, but EJ has always come across as a very genuine
and original speakers. He always share his personal stories to us. So in this topic that he picked today, the path taken, he has actually shared with us his very personal past on or journey leading to his journey in Elite Toastmaster. So through this speech, I can actually see know more about you and know more about your character and see the circumstances and situation that leads you to where you are right now. So for your speech, I commend you on your body gesture and your facial expressions. You manage to utilize the whole space that you have at your home. You walk around and you have this, like, you know, hand gesture, and you also show us that you are reading a report card and you're actually showing this. So we actually all the I actually can feel that can imagine that you're holding a report card. So for that, I think you are very expressive in your body gesture, and that's a good thing. So secondly, I think that you have a very conversational speaking style. As I listen to your speech, I feel that I can really engage to your stories. And yeah, that's a very good thing that you have did for today. So EJ, I would recommend you that because you have asked me to place attentions to the structure of your speech, so I recommend you that maybe the transitions between points of your story, you can make it more clear in the sense that audience like me can remember the message that you're trying to bring out from the speech. And secondly, the tone of your voice when you are delivering the speech. So there are certain sections in the speech where I felt that the sound of your voice didn't quite match the emotions of the stories. So for instance, when you say that you were on the stage and you're about to realize that you didn't wear the spec. So I suppose that's the moment where you can maybe pause for a certain moment and let all of us, including myself, to guess what's gonna happen. You know, that's the pauses that make me think that, oh, what's gonna happen next. So overall, EJ, I think you did a really good job for your speech today. And I felt like you have given you all for this speech. And I really feel that you have opened up to all of us sharing your past stories. And I certainly hope that you can make an improvement on the transitions of point in your stories, and I can see the hidden potentials of you giving a more engaging speech in the future. All the best to you, EJ.
Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you for the lovely evaluation. Now, I will keep my short points of evaluations on the evaluators for a later part of tonight. So without further wasting time, I would like to invite the next speech evaluator, Chen Chun, to actually evaluate Aruna's speech titled tonight, The Unexpected Message. Can we have Chen Chun?
Hey, Aruna, when you came into our club, we know that words is your power. Storytelling is your music. And this is something that you are very comfortable with. But today, you went to the third dimension of public speaking, which is the body language. And today, my focus is going to be on how you effectively use your body language. As a start, when you began your speech, you did a clap, you open yourself up, and you stood back and you begin. And I thought that gesture shows confidence, that shows excitement, that shows eagerness for you to want to give it. And I thought because of that, you began at a good start. In terms of your eye contact, I'm going to evaluate based on three sections, which is above your shoulder, your gesture, as well as the feet. In terms of your eye contact, you maintain your eye contact throughout the speech. You look at the camera, and that kind of created an invisible connection between you and us virtually. And as an aspect of storytelling, I thought that eye contact kind of put us into the speech. In terms of your hand gesture, you have certain gesture that I really like when you point at the clock, when you look at the phone, although the phone is not there, the devil and angel, although those things are not there, but because we directed our attention to a specific part in that space, you gave us the opportunity to create our own visual representation of what we see. And that's again complemented your skill as a storyteller. In terms of your feet, you are very well grounded. You are not unstable. You are very, very stable. So because of that, your body gesture, your body posture allows you to project your voice in the most efficient manner. In terms of the areas which I felt you could improve, two areas. The first thing is, because you are overly grounded, you tend to do this a lot. Like your leg doesn't move, but your whole body moves, right? So it becomes like a tree. So what you need to do is try to open up a little bit and just speak like, so that you don't do like you keep doing this. So be very careful on that. So that's the first thing that you should watch out. Don't be overly grounded, but set a certain level of stability in your body so that you are able to command your posture better. The second thing is, I also noticed that you have a certain style of gesture which I felt would be economical. A habit that you have is you tend to first, you will do your usual gesture. After your usual gesture, you open up your hand. Then once you're tired, then you clap and you bring. So it's repeating over and over again. And I felt because it's just too much, you put us in a situation where I feel tired watching you. So you may want to just evaluate like my gesture, like how I evaluate, just like, hey, I had this. So just make it more subtle. Don't be so forceful. Okay. So just be careful of that. But overall, what I really admire you as a speaker, I thought you are a very holistic speaker. Your confidence is definitely there. I think your gesture is also very purposeful, but it's just a little nuances that maybe you missed. For instance, overly grounded and you start to move in this way, and also your overly active hand gesture. So in your next speech, I challenge you or I encourage you, try to have that two thing at the back of your mind so that you can build upon those areas. So with that, thank you very much. I hand back to the general evaluator. Joanna?
Sorry, is Joanna missing?
I think Joanna dropped out, is it? Her line?
Yeah, I think she dropped out.
Okay.
I think I'll end for that. So with that, let us give a big round of applause to invite the third evaluator. And in the same time, thank you so much to Chen Chun. As always, your evaluation is so in deep and it always helps the members to improve not only on the speech itself, but moving on for the subsequent presentation. So thank you so much to Chen Chun. And moving on, let us invite the third evaluator for today, who's going to evaluate washing speech. Let's give a big round of applause to Iceland. Over to you, Iceland.
Thank you, Toastmasters E. So hi, Washan. So I've seen your speech for quite a few times, and I always admire your way of telling a story. You're a very good storyteller, and once again today you amaze me a lot with your presentation slides. The way that you bring in slides with picture, it really enlightened me in another way that we have a very good for me to visualize the scenario vividly in my mind. So during the Q&A sessions, right, wait just a moment. Oh, no, back to the speech first. So right at the beginning of a speech, and you successfully established the rule very well, where everyone of us is very clear that this is going to be a Q&A session, and all of us are prepared to ask you a question. And I think this is a very good point that you have done. So during the Q&A sessions, when you answered KJ questions, you started by repeating the questions, and you ends with reassuring KJ that you already have answered his question right. So this is a very good point that you have done. But I noticed that you only did this on the first questions. On the second and third, you didn't repeat the same format again. So my challenge to you is that audience might forget the question and might not know what you are answering with. So it would be better that if you can repeat the questions and then ends with a reassuring with your audience that if they got their questions answered. So so overall in today's speech, I really admire your storytelling skills, and perhaps the next time I would like to see you add in more personal story in the answer, because I've seen that you're trying to add in story, but I would like to see more of your storytelling skill in answering all three persons' questions. I think that will be much more amazing to me. And thank you so much. And back to you, Yi.
Thank you so much to Iceland, and I think Joanna is back, so I would like to pass back the control to Joanna.
Thank you, Yi. Sorry, guys, for the very ad hoc drop off. Can you guys still hear me? Yes. Yes.
No, and
Can I? Okay. So just now was Iceland's evaluation, and that was on rushing speech. So I'm thinking for all three evaluations, it's all done. Now I would also have actually with me tonight a couple of roles that assist me. But before I start on that, just on an overall note to all evaluators, thank you very much, because I think for overall speech for tonight, you guys have done a good role, and it was very upbeat and encouraging. Sorry. And I also appreciate all the personal touches that you guys had, and also the motivating note at the end of it as well. So all good work for all the evaluators, yeah? Now, to assist me on the overall general evaluation tonight, I have a couple of role players, as I mentioned earlier. So I would like to get them to also showcase their report. First off, can I kindly request for Gurmarian?
Sorry,
Yeah.
Joanna, just to interrupt. Do you want to get them to vote for the best evaluators first?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for the good reminder. Can everyone please vote for the best evaluator, please?
Yeah, I think we are done. We are all good.
All good? Cool. Hang on, I'm trying to log back on from my laptop so it's easier. Okay, I think it's working. Cool. Okay, let me see you guys back on the laptop. Yes. Okay, Minion, I'll join in back from the laptop, okay? Okay. Okay. Hello, guys. Sorry for the reappearing and disappearing act. This is a very amateur job of being a magician here, so sorry. Okay, now let's get back onto the whole overall general evaluation. Now, may I call upon Grammarian Justin for tonight to share his report, please? Justin.
Thank you. Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Joanna. So as a grammarian, I'm here to listen everybody's conversation throughout the meeting today. And so in this report, there's 3 parts of report: the words of the day, improper grammatical use, and for lastly, the list of quotes taught words of saying that I like. So for today of the words is actually famish. If I'm not wrong, I heard Diane only say it once, and yeah, so that's it. So the reason why I introduced this word famish is because it's very classy, the word. So every time when you think that you're very hungry and all those things, you just tell a friend, oh, I'm very hungry, or you go to some posh dinner or atas dinner, you don't say it like, oh, I'm very hungry. Maybe you should tell the people or the people on the table said, I am famished. And people like, classy. So congratulations on Diane for using the word famish. So it's okay not to use the word famish, or you do not have the opportunity to use the word famish in the meeting today, but we can use it out of the words out of Toastmaster on our daily life with friends or your colleague and anybody. So grammar is very important because when we speak broken language, broken English, or not just English, Mandarin, Japanese, or other language, people will tend to judge us or look down on us, especially in job interviews or first impression, or you try to impress someone. Or even to my mom always complained that my English is a broken English, the grammar is very bad. So I believe everybody need to learn or speak a proper English, not just speaking in writing. So today there's a few improper grammar and pronunciation that I captured throughout the meeting. I'm not going to mention the names. I will give the full detailed reports after the meeting to Jingman and Ashley. So one of the sentence that I heard is, I am elite Toastmasters. So that is a plural Toastmasters. It should be, I am elite Toastmaster. Second one, I am more afraid to speak in the public. To make the sentence more better, I suggest that I am very shy to give a speech in public area. Step in stage. So I suggest you should use it step on stage. The pronunciation, rate, is not correct. It's supposed to be red. Collate is called collate. Ask for help, I would recommend seek for help. Respond very fast, promptly respond. Kindergarten kid, or you should say, I suggest kindergartner. Perfectly okay, but I would prefer to use perfectly fine. So there are a few words and quotes that is very catchy and very encouraging, very motivating. One of these is add value to our life. And this one is one of my favorite. Keep it short and sweet. It's called KISS. Comradely, it means in a friendly or helpful way. You need to put your heart in everything. Another good words we can put is advocate. Is a person who support or speak in favor of somebody or of a public plan or action. Another quote is, the more you contribute, the more you learn. This one, in the essence of time, I think this is a nice phrase that says time is very limited. Continue developing yourself. If you adapt to the change, you can overcome it. If you adapt to change fast, you can overcome it. That's very long. And that's a few of all the quotes at least for today. So guys, don't be discouraged and everything. I know sometimes we make a mistake, but what Washing said, mistake is part of our process in our daily life. And back to you, Toastmaster Joanna, sorry.
Thank you, Justin. Thank you for sharing your report and making it very meaningful. And I kind of like how you pick out that word famish, such an atas word. And I like also how you're very attention to details when you pick up all this good use of the English language words. And I hope a lot of you guys will also take home with you guys all these good words and improvise accordingly, and also improvise in terms of your next future upcoming speeches as well. Okay, now next up for the next role that I will evaluate on is actually, can I request for our counter Taylor to share her report, please? Taylor.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Okay, good evening, everyone. See my report. Okay. My role as an art counter to record the nervousness or unnecessary sound, like utter to connect the words used by the speaker, such as repeated words. Those are those making nervous. Those who make no nervous sound will be commended as a perfect articulator. So so far, I only noticed some of our members did use some filler works. I tried to figure out. Yi, I so far for the whole meeting, you have only used one R, and Diane is perfect. Joanna used one R and one just, and the other speaker did quite a good job on this thing without using any filler works. And except for this what I learned is one so, and these two members I making some emphasize will be washing. Washing is doing a Q&A section during this speaking. So I assume that you're use quite a lot of before you're trying to answer a question. So my suggestion would be maybe you can repeat the question again before you're trying to answer the question, so you won't use this filler word. So it will undermine your speaking as well. So the other member will be Vanessa. So Vanessa, as a evaluator today, did use quite a lot of before trying to continue the second sentence. So I will I will, I will let Vanessa know about this thing as well. So thank you. Thanks for member for the great session today. I did enjoy the meeting a lot. So back to you. Back to you, Joanna.
Thank you. Thank you, Taylor. Thank you, Taylor, for such a good report. And I would want to commend her because this role is actually highly important. And for the benefit of guests as well, once members or any of you guys in future who have done this role, you will have what it calls the Toastmaster ears, where you're highly sensitive to all the ums and ahs and the additional S's at the end of meetings in all your future meetings in your workplace. So this is a good practice to actually help us keep up your competence and also confidence in how you actually deliver your speeches and actually how you carry yourself further in your work role as well as life role, of course. Now, can I call for the Rolex timer for tonight, Hema, to share her timekeeper report? Over to you, Hema.
Hi, so I'm the Rolex for tonight, and this is my report. We started off with call meeting to order by SAA Ming Yan, which was actually 3 minutes. President's address, Mr. Hasnul, was about 12 minutes or so. Toast ceremony was not Penny Chung, I think it was Yi. So that part I was a bit confused. So I'll just time it as 12 minutes. Then table topic session by Diane Law was, I think, quite short because she introduced all the other people, the individual speakers as well. So for the individual speakers, okay. And the next one was table topic evaluation by Jing Moon, was about 6 minutes, 30 seconds. The interval was for 2 minutes. Call meeting to order by SAA was within a minute. Assignment speeches, EJ Tan was within time frame, 6 minutes and 15 seconds. Aruna was slightly higher than 7 minutes. Washing was probably because of the Q&A section, 13 to 15 minutes. 18 minutes and 30 seconds. The general evaluator, Joanne, took about 3 minutes. Vanessa Yap was 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Chen Chun was also 3 minutes and 45 seconds. I Sloan Go was 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Justin Chun was 4 minutes, 20 seconds. Taylor Yap was 2 minutes. And that's me done for today. Thank you. I hope I didn't do any blunders.
Thank you, Hema. It's actually okay to do blunders because this is actually our platform to do blunders and make mistakes, and in the hope that we won't actually repeat all these mistakes as well. So that's why we're all here to improve, right? Okay, so that's all the technical roles on my side. Now I would actually share my general and honest observations of our whole general meeting for tonight on each role player as well, for those who haven't been evaluated. And I'll start this with our SAA, Ming Yan. Ming Yan, where are you? Ming Yan started off the meeting on time. Good work. And if you guys notice, his role is actually very crucially important during our Zoom meetings, because he actually is the one person who ensures the ins and dropouts of each members and guests, and also acts as our monitor throughout the whole meeting to ensure that our meeting flow as seamlessly as possible. And he will always be the one, like the whisperer to the TMEs, and also me, for example, like, okay, what's going on next, who is in and out of the meeting, whether Joe is back or not after she dropped out from internet and whatnot. Yeah, so keep up the awesome work, Ming Yan. You're doing good. Okay. And then next up, we have also Hasno, our president, on opening speech. I like how Hasno started off the meeting on time as well, on a warm note, and he explained clearly about the meeting theme of tonight and ensuring to engage with all our guests that join us tonight as well. Very welcoming speech, and how he also input in his own little personal story that makes it even more genuine, and getting everyone involved into the start of the meeting. So that's actually a very good type of opening for a president. So I would advise to keep doing that, so you will have to pick up all these little nuggets of your own personal stories in your pocket, so that all these upcoming future meetings, you will know where to throw them out as and when required. Thank you, Hasnu. And now to the next role player, Taylor, our toaster for tonight. I love how Taylor is very natural in her toast, and she shared with us like a jot down memory lane of how her Toastmaster journey began as a very shy speaker herself. And of course, today, as you guys can see her in front of the screen, she's able to step up onto any stage and even complete her toast with a very strong finishing of her popular statement, and which is life is 10% of what happens to you and 90% of how you react to it. So yes, keep up that positive vibe about you, Taylor, and make sure you always strive for all these upcoming stages that made you fear in the first place, but now you are so natural already. Keep it up. So, and next role player, we have Diane as our table topic master. Diane. If you guys notice, right, one strength about Diane is I love how she creatively ties her overall table topic sessions for tonight, aka award session, with our meeting theme tonight, which is appreciate, don't depreciate, which is how she also picks each of us to appreciate, as well as to put us on the spotlight to do that 2 minutes of a table topic session. So well done there, it's very creative. And also as a seasoned speaker, I enjoyed how Diane actually tries a different way of delivering her speech tonight with a different approach of vocal variety. So for those of us who have actually listened to Diane speak, right, we were used to her very professional and serious tone, which is why when you see on her picture, showed in the video earlier, it looks as though like she's one of the TEDx speaker already. But tonight, if you notice, it's a very different tone altogether, where she's actually showing that she's pushing herself to go a pitch higher than her usual, which makes it very catchy, and it leads us to listen to her even more attentively and engagingly. So my only point of improvement for Diane is to perhaps involve more guests to participate in this table topic session, which also in a way to allow them to experience this so-called roller coaster ride of their life. So keep the good, awesome work, Diane. I really enjoyed tonight for your session. Now, next up on my list, I have Jingman as our table topic evaluator. I love how Jingman always speaks from her heart. She's very genuine, and her ability to also pick up all these meaningful key messages along the way. And that shows how attentive you are as a speaker, and also a great overall evaluator, Jingman. So keep that side of you as well. And just as a point of improvement, perhaps what I can chip in here is, for each of the speaker, you can put in a little bit points of improvements for them. And also for yourself, I actually captured a lot of from you. At least more than 10, but it's okay. From whenever you're feeling a bit nervous and you wanting to sum things up quickly, but it's okay, because all of us have our own fetish, or shall I say, our own what's that called? Our own use habits. Yes, habits. So as all this comes along the way, you will be more aware as a speaker of all your habits, and you can try to cut them down and reduce them down. And it's also how you motivate yourself also to go further. Okay. And another role player I have here, Yi as our Toastmaster of the evening. I seriously love how Yi put together a surprise appreciation video at the start and also brought up the whole overall energy of the meeting tonight. As I observed that actually during the video that she was showing, I observed how the rest of you in my screen here, a lot of you were smiling, were grinning from ear to ear, and it's a nice warm feeling to be actually observing that. So it's good. I love how she also always tried to maintain her vibrant energy, and very importantly is keeping it consistent throughout, which is actually a very challenging task if you guys notice, because you have to tend to upkeep that energy throughout the whole session of the meeting. And I like how she also manages and controls the flow of the meeting with the help of our SAA Mingyan. Like we had the breakout, and then she will be the one to manage and control and call us all back in to start the second session of the meeting. So overall meeting for tonight, overall tone and feel, I actually felt that it's actually very warm and yet professional and welcoming and full of laughter. So I definitely enjoyed myself to the max. I'm hoping that you guys and the rest of our guests as well actually enjoyed yourselves. So with that, that comes to an end for my overall general evaluation. And just also to a last comment to all evaluators, I think you guys all did a good job, and we also had a very quick session last night with our mentor, with my mentor, and how we had a bit of nuggets of points on how to actually evaluate further from the heart. So I'm sure a lot of you have already seen all these evaluations throughout as well. So now with that, I would like to hand back the control to Toastmaster of the evening, Yi. Over to you, Yi.
Thank you so much, Joanna. I always enjoy listening to Joanna because you got a very warm and sweet voice, and your message is always very encouraging. Thanks for your very in-detail GE report. So now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to celebrate the success, to show our appreciation to all our speakers who put in a lot of effort and time in preparing themselves to present the speeches, be it the impromptu speech, the table topic, the prepared speech, or even the evaluation. So with that, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite all of you to unmute yourself and then make some noise, drum roll, as we're gonna announce. Everyone, please feel free to unmute yourself. And the best, wait.
Okay.
Best table topic speaker goes to Stay Humble and Adapt, Mr. Christopher Chow. Let's give a big applause. Okay.
Well done, well done.
Well done, Chris.
Wow, look at the post.
What's it?
Wow.
Red tie, where's the
Yo,
red shirt?
for you.
Knowledgeable bachelor of Toastmaster.
Ui yo. Wow, red tie some more. Wow, go with choi.
Role model.
Come, guys, come. You can talk to Oppa Chris after this, okay? All right, guys. Big round of applause as we're gonna announce the best prepared speech speaker for today goes to
Washing.
It's the spice of life, Washing. I wanted to do the post, but my camera is not working right now.
It's pornography, not pornography.
What?
Congratulations, my son.
Okay, I heard Diane said the word, what graphy again?
What? You add English watching. You teach us that. Okay. Now, last but not least, let's give a big round of applause as we announce the best evaluator for tonight goes to the one who always serves with substance and style, Richard Chen. Let's give a big round of applause.
Wow. Evaluation champion.
Yeah.
Cheer. Oh my
This one look
god.
more like a concert singer.
Okay, champion.
Thank you, everyone.
Happy or not?
I can see you guys.
Happy.
Wait, guys. Okay, I know you guys are excited. I'm equally excited, but we are slightly behind the schedule. So with that, I'd like to pass back the control to our president. And for those as I mentioned, I have just shown you the 1-minute teaser. For those who want to enjoy the full appreciation video, please feel free to join us and stay back after the meeting. For our guests, if you want to take a rest, I understand, and you can feel free to leave after our president has delivered his closing address. So with that, I'd like to pass over the control to our president, Hasno. Over to you.
Thank you, Yi, for assignment that you bring us from the start until the end. 3 mantras that I learned today: be humble, adopt to change, and ask for help. Those 3 mantras which we can use it in our personal development and in our roller coaster life also. That's why I'm very grateful to be part of Elite family. To Christopher, Diane, Chen Chun, KJ, Joanna, and Vance, you not only motivate others, but also push every one of us to further and bring ourselves to the next level. Now to guests, I would like your appreciate feedback to our meeting. So can I have Ari to give your feedbacks what our meeting is?
I think this was a very good tonight. I think you guys did well. I think I'm a bit overwhelmed by the topics that you guys chose and presented. I mean, include everyone. I think, yeah, mistakes been highlighted. We have evaluators. We have been seeing people are preparing speeches. Yeah, so I think overall the energy is good. I think that's why all of you are, I think, performing this district. I think so. I mean, I appreciate this. I think this is a good opportunity for me, and thank you guys. Good job.
Thank you, Ari. Thank you for the feedback. And let's move on to our next guest, Chen Roy, in Sydney, Australia. Chen Roy.
Okay. As always, whenever I attend these meetings, and tonight is no different, even though it's so late at night, there is still that level of energy that just streams within my blood, really. It's 1:30 a.m. right now, but I have absolutely zero tiredness in me. And I think that just goes to show just how great the speeches are, the energies that you guys put in, the excitement. Especially, I realized that I miss you guys so much when I hear everyone applauding at the for the winners, and to hear everyone cheering and encouraging each other on. I think that just brings home a lot of the memories that I had with you guys. So thank you for being part of it. Really appreciate you guys, and very happy to be part of this meeting tonight. Back to you.
Thank you, Chen Roy. Thank you for staying up with us from beginning until at the end of the session, although it's 1:30 a.m. over there. I really appreciate that. And let's move on to our next guest. Is Mary. Okay, never mind. Let's move on to our next guest, Fatima.
Yeah, sure. Okay, great. So I really enjoyed this evening a lot, and I could say that I appreciate how well structured all of the activities were, and the fact that a specific segment was dedicated towards one aspect of public speaking. And I also think that the fact that candid feedback was given on the spot is something that should also be appreciated, because it's always important to remember that feedback is a gift, no matter how harsh it is. And of course, it can always be used towards, you know, becoming a better public speaker. And also, I also like the fact that the energy levels from the speakers, most of them were quite high. And yeah, so overall, it was, you know, quite a good evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Fatima. Thank you for your valuable feedback. And let's move on to our next guest, Kiam Leong. Kiam Leong?
Yes, hi. I really enjoyed the session because I really learned something and exposed to public speaking because I have not been participating in this kind of event or session before. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Kiam Leong. And last but not least, Wendy from Singapore.
Thank you, Hasnul. So I think since you are a bit late, so apart from saying thanks for having me again as a resident guest, I will save the best for last because I can't wait for the next session. Thanks and see you again soon.
Thank you, Wendy. Thank you for becoming our resident guest. All right. So let's go on to our. So to guess if you want to know details about Toastmaster program, feel free to keep in touch with our Vice President of Membership, Tuan. And I would like to call Jiman to give announcement. Jiman,
Yes, Hasno.
you
Hello.
like to give announcements?
Yes. Hello, everyone. A little announcement here. It's a contest season. So we will organize 2 contests. First is humorous speech and table topic contest, which on 21st November, and also the 19th December, we have the international speech and evaluation contest. So it's open for all. And the international speech contest, you at least have to complete the level 2, only can participate. And so it's time to you all to continue develop yourself. So if you finish with the contest, can find me, okay? PM me. Yeah, I wait for your message and call. Okay, back to you, President Hasno.
Thank you, Jiman. So for all members who want to participate to 2 contests that Jiman highlighted just now, feel free to keep and communicate to Jiman. All right. So before we close
Hasno.
Yes.
For the humorous speech and table topics contest, for those who are interested, you can contact me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Thank
because
you.
I am the contest chair for this contest.
Okay, thank you, KJ. So for
cool.
members who are interested on their humorous and table speech, feel free to contact KJ for details, and for the international speech and evaluator will be Jinman. Yeah. So before I close our meeting, I would like to give big thank you to all members, experts who are attending our meeting and guests also. And I would like to thank you also to Hema for taking challenge as a first time role play as a timer. Take the challenge, courage, and overcome her fear. Well done, Hema. Now, to all guests, you are welcome to join to our next meeting again. And that's all for me. See you in next meeting. Stay safe and good night.
Yes, guys. Hasno, yeah, I just want to make sure before everyone leaving the room, as mentioned, we actually have a full appreciation video. But the meaning of full is actually very long, and I just got to give you guys a heads up in case you want to go for a toilet break. It's actually a mini movie. It is actually 50 minutes.
50 ah. Hello, I thought 50